Iman Gadzhi is shifting his focus to software. Alex Becker made $110 million in 4 years with his software company Hyros. Sam Ovens shut down his multi-million-dollar per year consulting business to go all in on his software company's school. You may have heard me say these things before, and it's for good reason. And you guys know it's true. We're seeing a massive migration of people that are going away from these other business models of running an agency or drop shipping, and they're moving into the software space, and it's for good reason. And me personally, software also changed my life. In 2021, I started my first no-code company called Closify, and that's what allowed me to change my life. It's what allowed me to drop out of school. It's what allowed me to move to Miami and put my best friend on salary. And I built that company up over the course of 2 years until I finally exited the majority of that company in March of this year, 2023. And now I'm continuing to practice what I preach in growing multiple software companies. I recently launched finetuner.com. I acquired Rolly.io earlier this year, and I'm also working on a couple other software companies that are in stealth mode right now. So why is this? Why are all these big names and some of the top, brightest entrepreneurs of our generation moving into the software space? Well, there's a few reasons I'm going to break down for you. The first reason is enterprise value. If you ask most people, they say true wealth is somewhere in the $20 to $50 million net worth range. And so to get to that type of level, you're not going to get there with your agency. You're not going to get there drop shipping, and you're probably not going to get there selling some sort of consulting even or information. You're going to get there via a liquidation event or selling a company. And the best companies to sell are the ones with the highest exit multiples. And software has some of the highest exit multiples of any business, where every single $1 in profit your software company makes per year, you can go and sell that for a 5 to 10x multiple. So if you get a software company to $1 million a year profit, that's a business that you can sell for $5 to $10 million. And if you're watching this video, I know I can say a $1 million a year profit business to you, and that does not sound far-fetched to you. You know that is achievable for you because you likely have some sort of business experience already. So the second reason that people are moving into the software space is because software is eating the world, and software is the fulfillment, right? So no longer do you have agency clients that are pestering you in Slack or calling you at inconvenient times and being demanding of the world. And again, software is eating up the world. We are moving into a software world and moving away from services. Why would people pay thousands and thousands of dollars for a service that's going to be fulfilled by a human when they can now pay a monthly subscription that's much lower, that software or even AI is fulfilling the service instead of a human for a fraction of the cost with the same end result? And the third reason that I love software is you actually have to build a real solution that provides massive value. You can't just go out and make a claim of like, I'll book you 90 book calls or you don't pay, and then never actually be able to fulfill on that claim. You have to actually build a tangible product. You have to build something that solves a real problem that helps people and provides massive value, or else no one's ever going to stay subscribed to your software. They're going to churn out immediately, and you're going to go right back into the same thing of getting clients and then losing them, just like most agency owners do. So by getting into the software space, it actually forces you to level up as an entrepreneur and not just be some person that goes out and sells claims on the internet that can't actually fulfill results. So at this point, you're probably like, Alex, if software is so great, why isn't everyone doing it? Why doesn't everyone own a software company? And I'll tell you why. There's 2 points here. One, everyone shouldn't do software. Software should not be your first business. If you're a beginner watching this right now, if you've never made a single dollar online, you probably shouldn't start a software company. I hate to break it to you. I wish I could tell you to go for it. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you probably shouldn't. You should probably start off as being a freelancer and getting your baseline skills to a point where you're comfortable and you actually have some cash flow coming in before you go on and try to start a software company. Software is for people that are ready to graduate out of the little leagues of business and actually, level up and get into the big leagues of business where you can go and sell a company for a bunch of money. The second reason why not everyone is running a software company is people don't know about no code yet. So no code is democratizing the software space. It's making it more affordable to start a software company. It's making it faster. It's making it possible for people that don't come from a technical background, and people don't know about no code yet. And that is why I put out as much content as I do. And on top of that, people don't know how to get ideas. They don't know how to validate their ideas. They don't know how to build their minimum viable product. They don't know the different launch strategies. They don't know, how to get feedback from their customers and how to iterate it into their product. They don't know how to hire, even no code developers. There's all these unknown variables that is stopping people from being able to get into the software space. And I've been there before, and it's daunting, and I know it is, because this was exactly the place that I was in a few years ago in 2021, and I had to figure out a lot of this stuff on my own, which is exactly why I built a software incubator, no code, no problem. So let me run you through everything that's included inside of this software company incubator that I've gone and built over the last couple of months in private. So there's a pre-recorded video course going over everything A to Z that you could possibly need to start a software company, between how to find ideas, how to validate your ideas, how to build a wait list of people that are ready to buy your software before it's even made, how to launch it on different companies like AppSumo and Product Hunt and things of that nature, how to set up outbound campaigns, whether it be cold email, building a sales team on LinkedIn, cold calling team, etc., how to hire, how to scale, how to prepare to sell your company from day one, which is very, very important, and so much more that I've learned over the last few years running my companies. On top of that, once you have your idea, my in-house team of developers that I've already vetted and used for dozens of projects is actually going to build your MVP for you, so you will not have to worry about being technical or trying to build it yourself. We will build it for you on either Glide or Bubble, depending on what your budget is. And then once your MVP is built, we partnered with listkit.io, so that way once it's built, we'll go and we'll scrape a list of your ideal client profile for you, so that way you can immediately start cold emailing them, reaching out to them on LinkedIn, and cold calling them, so that way you can start to go get clients via outbound on top of the waitlist that we would have just built together as well. You'll also receive free credits to helpdeskify.io, which is a company of mine that's a call center that you can either use for cold calling, and they'll make 200 to 400 cold calls a day on your company's behalf, or you can use them for customer support, 24/7 customer support to answer all of your customers' inquiries, or you can even use them for things like upselling your existing users into a higher plan, an annual plan, etc. You'll get some free credits for that as well. On top of all of this, you'll also receive one coaching call per week with myself for 6 months, and then you'll be on your way and you'll know everything that you need to know to continue to do this by yourself. So I've actually been running this offer on the down low for the last few months to validate it and make sure that this process and this playbook that I built works. And so I want to share with you a few people that have gone through this incubator over the last few months and what they've built. So Tony, aka Toozer, came through the No Code No Problem incubator a few months ago, and we actually built a software with him called Trenda.ai, which helps people find trending products to sell online on their Shopify store. Ben Zogby, former CEO of Highstrike, came through the program, and he built his software company Exit Fraud, which is basically an all-in-one place for CEOs to run their business and kind of operate out of. KT Hustles, an Amazon seller, came through and he built a software called Profit Boost that allows people to quickly identify products to sell on Amazon and show them how much profit they can expect to make on a product like that. Alex Sedlak, who is a self-help creator, he came through and he built Clarify.ai, which is kind of like an AI therapist for people to, basically save money from having to not pay an actual therapist and use AI with like a journal built in and be able to log their goals and some really cool things like that. Zach Willing, an e-commerce brand owner, he came through and he built tryzeekio.com, which is a software that allows e-commerce brand owners to better and more accurately track the profit on their e-commerce brands. John Cardis, a sales trainer, he came through the incubator and he built callrev.ai, which basically allows people to review their sales team's calls utilizing AI that's fine-tuned based off of John's brain. So now instead of John having to listen and review calls for hours every single day, his AI can do it for them. And on top of that, it provides really, really amazing feedback. But like I said, it's from a fine-tuned model based off of John's brain. Louis Schulman, the owner of an automation agency, he came through and he built instantchapters.com with us. And what that allows people to do is if they have a podcast or a YouTube, they can basically just paste in the URL, and Instant Chapters uses AI to basically instantly create chapters that are super accurate and SEO optimized for that YouTube video or for that podcast. And the list goes on, but I think I'll stop there and I'll just throw the rest of them somewhere on this page that you're watching right now. And me personally, I've personally been a part of 5 software companies and I've exited 2 of them, and I've used the same exact process for every single one. And I've been in the online business space for 4.5 years, and I've basically been reforming this playbook, or this cookbook, if you will, of finding out how to successfully get ideas, launch companies, and grow them time and time again with one playbook that stays true each time. And so based off of what I found doing this private group with these people that I just mentioned over the last few months, I found out that this playbook just works. So if you want to apply to join the incubator, I'm going to put a link to book a call somewhere down below. And so if you want, book a call, talk to my team, see if this is a good fit for you, and I'll talk to you on the inside.